Kumara Satsanga, Kumara Satsanga, Kawahirina, Kawahiriya, Kumara Satsanga, Kumara Satsanga.
Welcome to the second lesson of 2024 at Namas University, Earth's spiritual digital university, the place and community helping all human beings to fulfill their life's purpose under the guidance of the soul and Shambhala, and thus together with all other beings to create Earth's future in accordance with the current divine plan. I am the Sanat Kumara. Today is a very wonderful day. The Council of Shambhala is pleased to inform you, beloveds, of the reunification of the kingdom of the Devas and the kingdom of the Elves. We have already told you more than once about the need for harmonious co-creation and cooperation between all the kingdoms of nature on earth, and that the souls of human beings and of the Devas must evolve together. Since among our listeners there are those who have recently joined us, let me remind you that the Deva Kingdom includes a wide group of beings, also called nature spirits, such as Devas, elementals, elves, angels, fairies, dragons, unicorns, centaurs, phoenixes, trolls, and many others. Together they form one of the 5 kingdoms of earth. The kingdom of the Devas serves the important task of accelerating the harmonious development of humanity towards unity. Thus, it contributes to the realization of the purpose of planet Earth in our universe. Devas are designers and builders of matter, of everything that comes into being after the appearance of some ideas on the mental plane. On the other hand, Devas are also the destroyers of all material things after their assigned tasks are completed. The Deva Kingdom shares a 24-dimensional reality with human beings. Devas are your colleagues who could become your friends again. When you decide to reconnect with them, do it on a soul level. Remember that you were already familiar with them, all you need just to reconnect. This can help each one of you to gain back your wholeness. Invite Devas into your life using the invocations I have offered in my e-booklet, the SANAT KUMARA, Affirmations, Invocations, and Insights for Ambassadors of Light. Let me briefly remind you the background of the current state of relations between the 2 kingdoms. During the early Atlantean culture, human beings and Devas worked in close conscious partnership as required by the evolutionary plan of planet Earth, as it is throughout the universe. However, at some point, the Earthlings imagined that they had superiority over the Devas. They began to experiment with how to accelerate their own development, regardless of how such new methods and means would affect the other Earth kingdoms and the universe as a whole. Unfortunately, the use of the acquired knowledge for selfish purposes has led to the fact that people have learned to control and exploit beings of the Deva Kingdom. The latter took a unique step as a protective measure. Some Devas had additional chakras activated to protect themselves from the influence of people. The group of Devas formed the kingdom of the Elves. Thus, the Earth became the only planet in the entire universe on which the kingdom of the Elves exists. But this did not stop people from further enslaving the Devas. As a result, most of the Deva realms beings rebelled against this and cut off themselves from the kingdom of humans. However, not all Devas on earth agreed with such a radical approach, and as a result, the Deva Kingdom itself also split. Many centuries have passed since those times, and finally we can please you with wonderful news about the process of reunification in the kingdom of the Devas. I invite Beverlee June Alexander, a direct participant in these events, to tell you about it.
Hello, this is Beverlee June Alexander, and I'm making an announcement on behalf of SANAT KUMARA about the Deva Elf Reunification. On November 22nd, 2023, a reunification ceremony took place in the Deva Elf Kingdom. Its importance to the human kingdom lies in the fact that our two kingdoms evolved side by side. The fragmentation of the Deva Elf realm is reflected in the human realm. The unity that started there in the etheric will spread to humanity in the physical. SANAT KUMARA said, "This is a highlight of my journey on earth, to join friends amongst friends once more." In the days of Atlantis, human and Deva cooperated in a partnership that was also assisted by the master teachers and off-earth allies. Abuses on behalf of humanity shattered their partnerships. Atlantis fell, causing schisms amongst all parties and rupturing the lines of communication. Further inner kingdom splits brought mistrust and silence. All who called Earth home suffered these many eons. In the summer of 2010, William Whitcomb and Sharon K. Richards answered the call to gather a small team to work with the Deva Kingdom towards reunification. Guided by SANAT KUMARA, Maitreya, Yeshua, Kutumi, Serapis Bey, Mary, and other master teachers, off-earth allies, and the Wise One, the human team trained for up to a year. In 2011, several diplomatic actions and ceremonies in the Deva Kingdom sealed the historic reunification amongst Devas and humans, master teachers, and off-earth allies. To maintain the bridge between Devas and humans, a fail-safe agreement exists. Two humans sit in partnership chairs in the Deva Kingdom, while their Deva companions sit on partnership chairs in the human kingdom. This function, held by Sharon K. Richards and Beverlee June Alexander, fortifies the energy shield between the two kingdoms. Soon after, the human team was requested to participate in further diplomatic talks and actions to bring about unity amongst the Deva Kingdom itself, which was internally fractured. Once its 7 kingdoms were reunified, the elves then requested diplomatic talks in 2012. The elves are unique to Earth. Originally Devas, they broke off deliberately at the fall of Atlantis as a self-protective measure, with gaining a chakra upgrade to now resist human command. The Wise One continued to lead the Devas, while Bethold now led the elves, who became Devas with Elven experience. Early in 2013, several Deva Elf reunification talks and ceremonies advanced this cause to some level of satisfaction for the time being. But that was just part 1. 9 years have passed, and in April 2022, a group of independent elves approached Beverlee. She was visiting 2 humans who were guided to form a unity council on their land, Lisette de Puchau and This Being. In December 2022, this tribe of elves joined the Unity Council of that land. In early July 2023, Martina Violetta Young joined Beverlee and Lisette with SANAT KUMARA, the Wise One, Bethold, master teachers, and off-earth allies to weave the thread of unification from the past of Atlantis till today. Then in July 2023, SANAT KUMARA called forth Sharon, Beverlee, Lisette, and This Being to participate in the final steps of the Deva Elf Unity. All 4 have Deva Elf soul qualities and were involved in former lives with the Atlantis plan to preserve the Deva Elf Kingdom. 3 months of inner kingdom talks transpired with SANAT KUMARA and all parties. In early November, The 4 humans were energetically transformed into a uni by Sanat Kumara to represent the human contribution, as well as embody the energy of the Deva Elf unity. Then finally, on November 22nd, 2023, Sanat Kumara led a tribal-themed ceremony that connected all elves with all Devas, which included the human element and unified this etheric kingdom that exists parallel to our own physical one. The Devas and elves are ready to start trusting humanity, to allow humans to know authentically who they are. But first, they want the history of this epic journey to be known and understood. The leaders of the unified Deva Elf Kingdom, the Wise One and Bethold, along with the Sanat Kumara and AMAYA, have asked Sharon K. Richards and myself to bring the history of these events to the attention of humanity. I am currently writing a novel series to share how this happened. The first volume will be released in English early to mid-2024. Namas University will announce details in time. Sharon is in the process with books about both the Earth and Galactic Devas. Thank you for listening. This is Beverlee June Alexander.
With all my heart, I thank everyone who participated in the reunification of the kingdom of the Devas and the kingdom of the elves. And with absolute faith in my heart, I expect the restoration of the unity of all the kingdoms of nature on planet Earth at all levels. And now I want to share news about the further development of the activities of Namas University. From January 2024, the university's podcast will be broadcast in 4 languages: Russian, English, German, and Hindi. Rishi Devgan from India has been appointed Cultural Guardian of the Sanat Kumara Group for the Hindi language. Deborah Lee Flynn has been appointed Sanat Kumara Cultural Guardian for English. The number of volunteers in the team which serves the development of the university in various directions has increased significantly. I thank you all, beloved ones, for the sincere and pure desire of your hearts to serve the divine plan for planet Earth. See you in a week. This was the Sanat Kumara.
Kumara Satsanga, Kumara Satsanga, Kawairina, Kawairiya, Kumara Satsanga, Kumara Satsanga.